Marquez showdown? Baby. Ken turned into the Incredible Hulk right before our eyes. And let's not act like Marquez wasn't scared. That man was clutching the air, trying to play it cool, but y'all saw that look. He was shook. Like, sir, what exactly did you think would happen barging into their home like that? But hold up, let's rewind real quick because some of y'all are missing the key detail. Production clearly told that man to open the door. So why is everyone acting like he just broke into Fort Knox? Something ain't adding up. Now let's talk Tisha, sis. You still got feelings for Marquez? Or nah? Because your energy is not matching your words. All this tension, all these side eyes and low-key flashbacks. Like we don't see it. It's giving unfinished business. It's giving still emotionally invested. Okay. And poor Ken. You trying to be Captain Savaqueen? But you might be the only one in this triangle who's taking this relationship seriously. Who and y'all? We have to talk about Kimmy, Morris, and Jalen. This was one of the most emotional, revealing moments of the episode. Jalen looking his stepfather in the eye and saying, "I don't see you as a father figure." That hit hard. And Morris. He looked like he just got hit with a reality check from the IRS. But honestly, are we surprised? Morris barely put in the effort with Monster, and we saw how he tried to dump all that parenting on Kimmy early on. Let's not forget those cabin scenes where Kimmy looked exhausted. Maurice. You really thought Jalen was going to see you as a dad when all you did was bark orders and play mentor from a distance. Social media was on fire after that scene. Tweets flew in left and right. One fan wrote, "Jalen reading Morris for filth was the healing moment we all needed." Another said, "Kimmy needs to run, not walk away from this emotionally unavailable man." And then the cryptic Instagram story that Jalen posted the next day? A black screen with the words, "Sometimes family ain't always blood, right? It ain't always love either." Mic drop, y'all. KNOW. That was directed at Maurice. Now listen. Before we dive deeper, can we take a minute to ask, WHY is Kimmy still putting up with Maurice? Like, truly, this man has disrespected your child, disregarded your feelings, and let's not forget those DUI rumors floating around. Girl, the red flags ain't even flags anymore. They're banners. And then you got Maurice standing there, shocked, confused, like he don't know why Jalen never came to him, sir. You weren't available emotionally, mentally, or physically. What did you expect? Meanwhile, over in Martelville, because you know he can't stay out the drama, he's now allegedly moving his hood brother and his demonic-looking girlfriend into a house around his kids. Excuse me, absolutely not. We are not doing this in 2025, and don't even get me started on what Mama Van had to say. That woman said what we were all thinking. It's not even safe to look at her in the daylight. I screamed. That line right there broke the internet. And then came the emotional twist that no one was expecting. Melody's, the queen herself, got on live, tears in her eyes, saying she's just thankful to be OUT of the burning house that was her marriage. "I got this joy down in my heart," she said through sobs. Y'all, when I tell you I cried with her, this was not just a moment, it was a movement. Women across the world DM'd her, posting messages of solidarity, love, and strength. She has become the face of freedom, honey. But wait, let's circle back to Destiny. Because, baby, this woman is showing her true colors more and more every episode. Miss Nail was trying to have a real grown woman conversation about boundaries, loyalty and respect, and destiny. She was on 10, overreacting, shifting blame. And let's keep it a buck, why? Is she still associating with Orion? Like, girl, we get it. You're no longer friends with Melody, but there's a difference between moving on and being messy. Destiny's whole vibe gives jealous energy. She's the friend that claps when you fall, not when you rise. Insider sources are saying producers are fed up with her one-note storyline and are considering phasing her out. Allegedly, the word is, if she doesn't open up more and stop playing the victim, she's gone. Who? Now that's tea. Meanwhile, Kimmy gathered the ladies for drinks, and if you thought it was going to be a chill night, think again. The tension was thick. Miss Nail is not playing with these women. She asked the real questions. She brought up this side chick video with Martell. She asked Kimmy and Tisha point blank if they thought it was real. And baby, the way they danced. Around those answers, it was a ballroom competition. Let's be real. If this was Melody, they would have crucified her. But because it's their man in the hot seat, suddenly everyone wants to wait for facts. Girl, please. Tisha has the nerve to say she didn't like how Miss Nail was being secretive. Ma'am, pot meat kettle. Didn't you just call out other people for not being transparent when you're out here keeping every scandal close to the vest? Make it make sense. Okay. Anonymous sources say Kimmy and Tisha have allegedly signed NDAs, of course, because of certain side chick stories that they're trying to keep from surfacing. One source claimed Carlos King knows the truth, but he's protecting the men to keep the show from imploding, baby. Are we watching Love and Marriage or Scandal? The episode ended with a sit-down between Ken, Will, and Chris, and it was brutal. The fellas tried to talk sense into Ken, told him flat out that Trisha is still emotionally connected to Marquez and that he's wasting his time. Ken looked like he was trying not to cry, trying to save face, but it was written all over him. Sometimes the truth hurts. Will said it best. Trisha would have been in my past a long time ago. And honestly, we felt that. Love should never feel like a puzzle that only you are trying to solve. And the fact that Trisha still hasn't finalized that divorce? Come on, sis. What are we doing here? So here's the final twist, y'all. Right after the episode aired, an anonymous Reddit post blew up, claiming that a secret sit-down was filmed between Carlos King, Melody, and Miss Nail. Allegedly, Carlos is planning a spinoff that focuses on the women breaking free from toxic marriages and reclaiming their peace. The name, Love and Liberation. Baby, if that's true, it's about to be a new era. Now, I want to hear from y'all. Do you think Maurice will ever own up to how he treated Jalen? Is Kimmy going to finally stand up for herself? Is Trisha just playing both sides? And should Ken pack up his pride and move on? Drop your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because this season of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, it's not just drama. It's a full-blown emotional roller coaster, and you know I'll be here every step of the way to break it all down. Till next time, stay messy, stay blessed, and most importantly, stay woke, y'all. Here are YouTube title ideas based on your recap, crafted to be bold, clickable, and totally in line with the tea you're spilling. General Drama and Deep Dive 1. Lamb was unhinged this week. Betrayals, breakdowns, and bombshells. 2. Wigs were snatched and truths revealed. This Lamb episode was insane. 3. This ain't just a recap. A whole expose on LAMH's messiest episode yet. 4. The streets are talking and the tea is boiling. Lamb breakdown you need. 5. Unspoken feelings, explosive fights, and NDA rumors. Let's talk Lamb. 6. LAMH is giving scandal now. Carlos King, NDAs, and secret sit-downs. Focus on explosive moments. 7. Ken snaps on Marquez. Trisha gets exposed and Morris gets dragged. 8. Jalen reads Morris for filth, the moment that shook social media. 9. Ken versus Marquez. That showdown was personal, not just production. 10. Morris's reality check and Melody's tears. LAMH got real fast. Spinoff and speculation. 11. LAMH spinoff. Rumors exposed. What is Love and Liberation really about? 12. Anonymous posts, secret meetings, and Carlos King's next move revealed. 13. Is Carlos King starting over with the women of LAMH? New era. Incoming. Messy, click-worthy titles. 14. Destiny's getting phased out. Producers are over her victim act. 15. Trisha is still in love with Marquez. Ken, pack it up, sir. 16. Why is Kimmy still with Morris? This episode was a wake-up call. 17. Martell's latest move. Dangerous, messy, and unforgivable. 18. Undie's side. Chicks and social media clues, Lamb is spiraling. Would you like a pinned comment or thumbnail text ideas to match the title? Here are 12 juicy, click-worthy YouTube title options for your video based on the Marseille Scott and Carlos King interview. Breaking. Marsa exposes Tisha and Ken's messy relationship. Carlos King spills tea. 2. Shocking. Marsa says Tisha is settling. Carlos King interview reaction. 3. Carlos King drags Ken on live. Marsa talks, divorce, drama, and dirty secrets. 4. Marsa Scott looks different and fans are concerned. Carlos King interview gets messy. 5. LAMH bombshell. Marsa says settling ain't bad. Tisha responds with cryptic post. 6. Marsa versus Maurice. Jalen drama exposed on Carlos King. Show the Golden Child War. Maurice and Marsa clash over Jalen emotional Carlos King moment. 8. Ken and Tisha over.